guys, it's Danzy, and today I'm bringing you a best class setup video for what I believe to be the most underrated assault rifle probably in Black Ops history. This gun is fucking amazing. So yeah, let's get into the class setup. As you can see, it's my custom free QBZ-83. Now, what I will say is when I first started using this gun, I wasn't a massive fan. For me personally, I just felt it was a peace shooter. Obviously we had a couple of patches, so it feels like they've tweaked the gun in a bit, in a way, so it might be like a mental thing, but it really does feel different to what it did at the beginning of the game. So yeah, let's get into the class setup. So the optic I use is a millstop reflex. I prefer this reflex because it is 1.37 times magnification zoom compared to the microflex, which a lot of people use. It's 1.25, so for that extra 0.25 it really does help you a lot. Muzzle, I don't use anything. Barrel, I go with the 15.5 inch reinforced heavy because it does plus 100% extra damage range and plus 40% bullet velocity, which is really helpful. Body, again, I don't use anything. The foregrip, I just use the underbarrel. I use the foregrip. Box standard, I might try this out. I've not actually used it, so I can't tell you if that's better than the foregrip, but yeah, I use the foregrip on this gun. It seems to work for me. The magazine, I use the 40 round speed mag, not the 40 round drum. As you can see, the only negative it does is the ADS time, which is helped by this. I use the SASR jungle grip, which does plus 15% ADS time, plus 80% flinch resistance. Now, little disclaimer, I've only got this gun to level 47. When I do eventually rank it up to level 53, I will be using the airborne elastic wrap because I use a similar wrap on all the other assault rifles and it just seems to work better than any of the others. So yeah, that's it for the QBZ. The Gallo, I've got double bill choke, the 21.4 inch reinforced because of that extra damage range and fire rate. I've got the steady aim laser for the extra hip fire accuracy, the 12 round tube, no handles, and a marathon stock because it does all of that good stuff. I use Stimshot Semtex field mic for those camo challenges, Stimshot because it helps me stay alive, the Semtex because it gets me more kills than it does get me killed, whereas the C4 was the complete opposite. The perks I use are Tac Mask, Flak Jacket, Tracker, Scavenger, Ninja, and Ghost, so in turn I use perk Greed. Tac Mask and Flak Jacket are the two most important perks on the game. Tracker I use purely because I don't think Assassin helps me out too much. Scavenger because I'm always running out of ammo. Ninja and Ghost because I just want to keep my movement concealed. I don't want to sound like an elephant running through enemy lines. So yeah, that's it for the class setup. Let's get into a live com and see how the gun performs. So I want to talk to you guys about the QBZ, what I feel it does really well, what I feel it could do better, and I want to show you some HARP gameplay because I managed to get the HARP on my first game on. So what does this gun do well? For me personally, I think it has the best rate of fire in the whole AR class. Obviously that's subject to change because I don't know what the growth is going to be like. I think it's going to be pretty slow from what I've heard, but right now it is probably the fastest in the game. I'd probably say the XM4 is a close second, but yeah, this is definitely the fastest assault rifle in the game. Now with that you'd expect an accuracy drop off. Now there is to a degree, but not much. I feel like I can laser beam people at times, so it doesn't. It reminds me a bit of like the FAMAS from Black Ops 1. So for any of you that played Black Ops 1, you know how that FAMAS felt and what it was good at and what it wasn't so good at. Now, this isn't anywhere near as powerful as that FAMAS was. I'm not gonna. That is what I have to put out. So I'm not saying it's gonna set the world on fire like the FAMAS did, but it is still a very good, very usable in Black Ops. Now, it can suit many playstyles. So if you're primarily an SMG player that wants to delve into the world of using assault rifles because you've not really used them before, I'd say start off with this. If you're good at managing recoil, then this is probably going to be the easiest assault rifle for you to use straight off the bat, and then you can move into those slower assault rifles and shit. So yeah, I had a little bit of a controller change at this point in the video, and when I reach about, I'll reach 16 deaths, but you'll see what happens after I get my 16th death. You know, as the title of the video says, I've got HARP. You know, so that's pretty hype in my first game on as well. So yeah, so what can it do better? Honestly, not a lot. I think it has a pretty standard damage rate. I think, like I said, yeah, the accuracy isn't a problem for me. I think you see in this gameplay, especially, that it can laser beam. Like, look at the recoil pattern there. I know it's theater mode, but when you're using it, it doesn't feel bouncy. So it's not like the Maddox was on Black Ops 4. If any of you played Black Ops 4, remember Black Ops 4, the Maddox was the fastest assault rifle by a country mile, but it was the most inaccurate assault rifle by a country mile. This is nothing like that. This very solid weapon, like I said throughout the video, it's a very solid weapon, and I feel when I use QBZ, I don't have to switch to my shotgun as much because I can outgun people with the QBZ at close range, because it is a very good, very viable option. Now, would I say it's as good as the Brig? No. Power wise, definitely not. It takes a few bullets to kill people. It's not like the Brig where it's like just 3 bullets and you know you've got the kill. With this, you have to be sort of patient, and you have to. Well, I say you have to be patient, but you can be very aggressive. Now, I've been trying to get camos for Diamond, so I've got this and the FFAR to do, and I was dreading using this gun. Honestly, it was turned into one of my favourite guns on the game. Pretty much every game I go into, I use it. I really do recommend you guys use it, especially the class setup that I've given you. I think it is the best way forward for this gun, and yeah, so it is a really viable option. It's sort of like the BAO as well as the FAMAS, but again, not as OP. So yeah, as you now I want to talk about HARP. I believe it is like an orbital VSAT. Got it in my first game on, loved it, so useful, especially when you partner that with a war machine. You know where people are coming from. It's just a bit OP, you know what I mean? And thing I'm sort of bothered about with the HARP is the fact that it is only on the map for 40 seconds, and as well as it can be destroyed by I think the Sigma 2 in like five rockets or something like that. As you can see, I call in the HARP and I'm running around near a jammer. So great usage of the HARP, and yeah, oh, get turned on, boy. But yeah, this has been my QBZ game best class setup and the HARP gameplay. We end the game with that 16 kill streak, 34 and 16 in the end. So yeah, if you could